it's finally working. Oh my god, that was such a mess. My power went out just as I was gonna click start stream. So hopefully it doesn't do that again, because it's still thundering and raining and being a mess outside. But I'm back. I don't really feel like doing anything besides just chatting this stream. So that's why I'm so big on the screen. Oh god, the thunder's scaring me. But I am back from vacation. I guess I've actually been back for 30 days now, but I didn't... Yeah, today's the 3rd day I've been back. But I was behind on my drawings, and I wanted to finish those. And then also like recovering from time zones and stuff. Yeah, I wasn't sure when I'd be able to stream again next, so I was just like, oh, I'll just spontaneously stream, and I just decided I wanted to stream today. Because today I had an infusion with which both really helps me, but then also like gives me a lot of side effects, so it's an interesting thing that takes up my whole day. Oh no, a tree's gonna fall on a power line at this rate. But yeah, I'm back from vacation. I wanted to talk about that, my trip to vacation, because I think I had quite a bit of fun. I had a lot of trauma, but yeah. But before that, just a little update, because I've been playing Honkai, Star Rail, and Genshin Impact on my own. I did end up spending my like 200 wishes on Genshin to get C2 Klee, because I'm addicted to Klee. And I love her, and it was worth it. But man, it hurts looking at how I only have 30 wishes. I don't regret anything. I love Klee. That's the end of that statement, okay? I will not allow any questioning of my decision in that matter, because I didn't have to wail for it. So don't you dare judge me. And then I also... Well, yeah, I did 30 pulls on Star Rail for Blade, because I was so close to Pity, and I got him too. So I won all 3 of my 50-50s. I did not lose. Kinda scared, because someday luck's gonna change one day, but I won all 3. I'm very happy with him. And Klee. Blade and Klee. They're on my to-draw list. It was something I wanted to draw even before vacation. I really wanted to draw Klee in her new outfit. But I got busy and then on vacation, and then like even keeping up with my game dailies was hard. Drawing every day was hard because it's so busy. So hopefully now that I'm back, I'll be able to do that. I need to like plan out a schedule thing. Not really like time slot schedule, but like what I'm gonna do each day schedule. Because otherwise I will sit here playing Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and Project Sekai all day, all fucking day, because I want to 100% the Genshin event world, and then everything in Sumeru. Ideally before Fontaine comes out, but I don't know if that'll happen. It's probably something I'll stream, though it gets a little complicated to stream it with an interactive map up at the same time and then trying to look at chat. It was interesting. I think I could make it work. But I was overwhelmed last time I tried to do it. And then Honkai is kind of the same way. There's a lot of map exploration I need to do. I spent all day on it yesterday doing companion quests, and goddamn, some of those are so long. I liked all of them though. They all had a pretty good story and fit the characters nicely, so you know, I was happy with them. But they just took way longer. I did Bailu's first, so I thought they would all be relatively short. Because Bailu's was just one, but then I did Hooks next, and it was 3 whole sections, and it just kept going and going and going and going. But I want to stream doing the new main story so that I can actually get the stuff to upgrade Blade. But I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to come back from vacation and just start streaming main story again. I don't know. It felt weird. I couldn't do it. So here we are now. This random spontaneous stream, because I have way too much anxiety with everything I do in my life. But you know, for me, this is what I feel like I need to do. Yeah, vacation. I had really bad panic attack on the plane, the first plane. Okay, well, maybe we shouldn't start there. The first day at the airport, I normally take my anxiety meds, like, as we leave. But I didn't do that this time. And surprisingly, TSA went really fast this time. I had no problems. They didn't pat me down or anything weird like they've done in the past. Just walked straight through. It helped that my mom has a one of those disabled parking passes, so we just went through the disabled line, which was a lot more chill, a lot chiller. I appreciated the chillness. My mom forgot to take her brace off us. So we had to wait on her because of course they were like, you can't have your brace on, you gotta walk back through the machine to make sure you don't have any metal on you. But it's like, surely the scanners would only be picking up the brace. But I don't know how those things work. But after that, we had about 2 or 3 hours at the airport because we had gotten there so early because there was no traffic, and our flight got delayed. It was only by like 20 or 30 minutes this day. We'll come back to that next time. But it wasn't a bad delay or anything. While we were at the airport, there was P.F. Chang's. There was a P.F. Chang's at the airport. Well, okay. Our first gate was, I believe, in E or D or something. All the way at the end. But when we finally got to that, they changed our gate and delayed us. So then we had to go to C or something. I don't really remember. And when we got to C, there was a P.F. Chang's. So I had the best airport meal of my life, having a P.F. Chang's, which was so good. And their crab wontongs just tasted like they had so much more crab than they do at the normal restaurant. I don't know what was with that, but it was delicious. It was really, really hot. Even the staff was complaining about how hot it was. But it's also a restaurant on a 2nd floor building in an airport, so I am not very surprised. I had such a good lunch there. It was amazing. Because I don't normally eat well in airports. There's not normally food I'll eat, and I don't like trying to bring food through TSA because I find it a pain. We bought snacks for the airplane too, but all I really got was a bagel because I don't typically eat a lot of like chips or anything. Which is why I have such a hard time eating, because there's like most of the food that you can buy after getting through TSA is just like pre-made bagged food, which a lot of the time happens to be chips or have nuts in it, and I'm allergic to nuts, so I cannot have nuts or anything with dates. I will die if I eat something with dates. So that knocks off about 4 or 5 of the snack options they give you on the plane. So that I can't even have this when they come around giving you snacks. So I mean, I had a great time at the airport, but I did not have a great time flying. I don't really know what was up. There's a lot of factors into it, but I cried several times on the plane and I was not having fun. I just wanted to be off of it. But I survived it. As you can see, I'm back. I survived the plane ride. And everything was closed by the time I landed because of the time difference. But then I got to see my nana when I landed. That was really nice. She has a really nice, clean house, and I like her a lot. And that's kind of the end of day 1. So I mean, it was, I don't know, it was a lot, but it was also like a really short day because it was just a travel day. Like all I did was travel that day. Day 2. If I can actually remember what I did on day 2. Let's see. Oh! My Nana's neighborhood has an outdoor kitten, or not kitten, cat. It looks like a kitten, because I took some pictures of her and she's just really small. And she was so cute. She would come up and sit in Nana's lap, and we would give her milk and treats. But unfortunately, while we were gone at the beach, she passed away, so I'm sad about that. We didn't really do much the second day. We went to a craft store. My sister bought a lot of pencils. I remembered that I forgot origami and became upset about it, and then we bought origami paper, but it wasn't the type of origami paper I liked, so I ended up not even using it and just saying I won't do origami. Because I like the really tiny origami paper and folding tiny cranes. Tiny little cranes. I don't like the big origami paper. It's also inconvenient to carry around. So, craft store. I know we ate at some places, but I don't remember where. We must have gotten pancakes or something somewhere. Oh, maybe pie. That might have been the day I had my first pie. My first apple pie. I'm not sure. The first of several pies to come. I ate a lot of pie. I ate well this vacation. I don't really struggle a lot. But I ate a lot this vacation without feeling too horribly guilty for it. So I'm happy about that. And I did dress up every day. Not necessarily in Lolita every day. The days I wore Lolita, I drew myself in Lolita. But I still like wore some type of outfit every day to everything besides just staying in my hoodie, which I did draw myself in, because my hoodie's comfortable. But it's not exactly the cutest appearance. I don't know how to put it. Not the appearance I want to walk around everywhere in while on vacation. I want to wear cute clothing. To wear really, really cute clothing. Oh, the third day was supposed to be another day we spent at my Nana's house, but because my grandpa was already at the beach cabin hotel thing, my mom called and asked if we could move their reservation ahead a day and go down that day instead of tomorrow or the next day. And we could, so we ended up driving that day. And I ate a lot of food I hadn't had in a while. I had Starbucks. But I feel like I took pictures of a lot of my food, but I guess I really did keep forgetting about it. We definitely had pancakes again that day. I don't remember what else. I feel like I ate so much sweet that day. That's why I was like drawing myself with a fork, because I ate a lot of sweets. But I don't remember what I ate anymore. Oh well. So that day became mostly a travel day, which isn't really surprising. It's like a 5-hour flight, and then like a 4-hour drive. 4-hour drive to the beach, 5-hour flight to Oregon. Wherever. So, you know, it wasn't just travel. It was just being stuck in a car and find space for a while. And the very next day, we kind of planned out what we wanted to do, so we wouldn't forget everything, because there's a lot of stuff we could do. And the first day at the beach after travel day down to the beach is the day I wore my first Lolita coordinate, which was my rotten strawberry dress and my white blouse with this kind of summer vibe, even though the strawberries are rotting in my dress. But you know, I liked it. I brought a lot of different ways to style the dress, and I had a lot of fun styling the dress in different ways. It took up a lot of space though. It was mostly just air that needed compressed, but it took up a lot of space in our luggage. But I believe I was cute. My drawing does not do it justice how pretty the print and blouse and everything is. But it was cute. We went shopping that day. My grandpa wasn't around very much because he was picking up his wife at the airport. But I got frozen yogurt. I gave in to my BTS love for Jimin, and I bought some chummy, I think it's chummy, the BT21 mascot for him, Jimin. I bought his macaron lip balm, because every time I see them I'm like, God, I kind of want one, because I love Jimin, even though I don't really keep up with BTS anymore. I don't really know what they're doing right now, but I still like Jimin. Frozen yogurt. All the frozen yogurt shops down here have closed. It's so sad. There's not a single one open down here, and all the ones in Oregon had closed too. This one was down by the beach. Or at least all the ones we knew of had closed. It was really disappointing because I really like the tart frozen yogurt, the like fruit flavors. And it just seems like frozen yogurt's dying. And it's sad. I don't really like sugar frozen yogurt, though. It's gotta be tart. I got strawberry keychain because I'm obsessed with strawberries right now. I've always loved strawberries. I've always wanted to draw strawberries, like painting them, and watching people paint strawberries and draw strawberries is just so satisfying to me. But since I was in a strawberry dress, I really went, give me everything strawberry. I even took a picture with a strawberry plushie I found. Though of course I can't show that. And then I found 2 Pusheen plushies. I found chocolate milk and strawberry milk. So I got Strawbee and Choco. That's their names. And I love them because I am addicted to chocolate milk. And I love strawberry milk because it's strawberry. And pink. There's nothing not to love about that. Well, besides the amount of sugar they put in them. But don't think about that. As in it's great. Let's see. The day after that, I went to this little art class my grandpa has set up for me and my sister. I didn't really dress up in anything super fancy. It was just casual, like I can get this messy but still be kind of cute. It was a little jumper skirt with a t-shirt, rainbow t-shirt, because it was cute. You know, it was just something simple that I could get messy if we got messy. And I learned a lot about paint. And my grandpa specifically told me after that class while we were in the art store, that he would rather us spend money there than at trinket shops. So you know what I did? I bought a whole new set of student grade acrylic paints and a gouache set, a student grade gouache set, which from the little like practice stuff I did in the actual art class with them were so nice to use, so much nicer than the like 55-cent something bottles of acrylic paint at the art stores. They were so much nicer. Oh my god, I can't wait to paint something with them. I'm really excited. I've got a list, and I'm gonna paint my grandpa something because, you know, he spent a fortune at that store on me and my sister. A small fortune. So I want to make him something to show him I appreciate him, because I do. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, but while we were at the beach, I was staying in the cabin with my grandpa and his 4th wife. Yes, 4th wife. Me and my sister were staying in the cabin with him while my mom was less than a 5-minute walk away at the hotel right next to it. They had a really nice, like, little area set up. But that gave me a lot of anxiety, so I would break down over the tiniest little things at the randomest times for almost no reason. But like, there is reason. I just don't really want to get too into it because it's a bit personal, but it's just like I was on edge the whole trip, but I was also having fun. So it was a weird, conflicting mess. I spent a fortune at the art store, and then I went to the beach later that night. with my grandpa, and I got a lot of really cute pictures, and I wore my little summer dress that my character is almost 24/7 in. I did bring a jacket though, because it's the beach and it gets a little chilly, but it was cute. I got so many pictures. I wish I could show you, but I don't want to put don't want to expose everything. But it was really pretty. Every time we went down to the beach, it was high tide, so we couldn't really walk around on the beach, but there were a lot of rocks that I was climbing on, and we got some really nice pictures because of that. I don't... Like, the first restaurant we ate at, there was a really bad crab season. But I was like... But we didn't know that yet. That's, like, later information we found out. But I normally like crab, right? So when we go to this restaurant and I see crab ravioli on the thing, I'm like, ooh, sure, I'll get crab ravioli. And then he was like, the waiter was like, oh, that's like the best thing here. And then the crab was absolutely flavorless. It was like rubber and flavorless. And it was so sad. So sad. And we later found out that it was because they were having a really bad crab season. But that meant that going to my favorite restaurant would be a problem because I get the crab cakes there. They're my favorite thing there. But if it's bad crab season, who knows if they're gonna be good or not? So it was a risky move. Risky move for sure. But unfortunately that restaurant ended up being booked from like 4 to 8 to like closed completely. So we weren't even able to go or try it. We ended up going to a different place, but that's later in the days. Trying to keep this somewhat in order for my mind to understand what day is which day. I think that was it for that day, going to the beach. Oh, wait, at that restaurant with the crab ravioli, we got Marionberry pie? I believe that's what it's called. I can never pronounce it. And a peach pie, and they were so good. Like, that was so good. They were delicious. I was so happy with them. And I don't normally eat fruit pies because of the texture. So it was like a really big thing for me to like it enough to like eat through the texture, the fruit texture. So it was just interesting. They were good. I recommend. Highly recommend. Oh, we got ice cream too. I really wanted an Oreo Blizzard, but the Dairy Queen at the area we were closed. So that was sad. I mean, they have ice cream stores all over the place, so I did get ice cream, but I was like, I wanted an Oreo Blizzard. Oreo Blizzards and Tillamook ice cream on a cone are two extremely different things. I like my soft serve a lot. Sorry. I'm passionate about my Dairy Queen Blizzards. They're like the only thing I like getting at fast food restaurants. Because I don't eat anything else. Let's see. We did a little bit of shopping here and there, but we didn't really buy anything, and we went around looking for bakeries, but they were closed. Closed. I'm so sad. Cause after the art class day, beach day, I wore my coordinate again, or my JSK again, with a red blouse, and I styled my hair differently. It was really cute. It's honestly gotta be my favorite version just because I love the red blouse so much. But we only got one picture. And it was with me sitting down at a table. So it wasn't even like... It wasn't even a good picture. Like, you couldn't even see the whole outfit. It was so sad. Why can I not found... Wait, is this? Oh, there it is. Oh, I guess not. Where? I can't find some of the pictures. That's the problem. Oh, okay, I found it. Never mind. But yeah, I only got one picture. And it was while we were at a restaurant eating. That's why we were sitting down. It's so sad. Yeah, it's the only picture we got that whole day. So we didn't really take a ton of pictures someday. But we did go back to another one of the restaurants we go to every year, and it was a really good meal. I always get the grilled cheese and apple juice. And I made mom get coconut shrimp because I wanted to try one, and it burned my mouth. But I did like it. And that's the start of me learning that I really like shrimp. Or at least coconut shrimp. Because normally I would like eat salmon if we went to a seafood restaurant. But this vacation I was very much more coconut shrimp and crab cakes. Or crab in general. Shrimp in general than salmon. I seem to like them both more, which was just surprising because of how long I've lived on salmon as like my only meat that I eat. And now I'm like, don't really like it now. And I like crab cakes, but the specific type of crab cakes though, and coconut shrimp. That's it. Oh no, I've been trying a lot of different seafood, but those are the two I like. I pretty much spent all day. I wore the dresses. I sat in the dress pretty much all day. I was breaking out in hives though from stress and anxiety several days in a row. So that sucked. That absolutely sucked. There's not a whole lot you can do about it, so it's okay, I guess. Let's see. Trying to remember what days were which. What days were which? Oh, well, obviously I have the drawings I drew. Oh, okay. Okay, I wasn't completely sure, but the next day I did indeed wear my jellyfish dress. It seems to be called a lot of different things. I'm just calling it jellyfish because it's got jellyfish on it. And I don't typically like wearing that one with the blouse, so it's kind of in a gray area of Lolita, I guess. People don't like calling it Lolita, but the dress is Lolita, so it's fine. It's fine. No, but it was really, really cute. I went down to the beach in it. I got a lot of really cute pictures in the sand. Or not sand, rocks trail. I saw a whale that day too. There was a whale out. I saw a whale. I also, even though we were only out for 30 minutes in the sun, got really bad sunburn all over my back and face. Which is entirely my fault because I didn't apply sunscreen. But even my mom and grandpa were like, oh, we're not going to be out that long. You don't need sunscreen. So I was like, oh, why run upstairs and get sunscreen when we are already leaving out the door? And it's like, oh, I should have known better because I burn like a vampire in the sun. And I'm not joking about it because it was less than 30 minutes out in the sun and I was burned. And I still am recovering from sunburn. Because it still hurts. It's still itchy. And still kind of hot. I had a lot of fun that day because we went on like a mini hike thing. Oh, and that's the day we went to this other like semi fancy restaurant, because that was the day we were gonna go to the crab cake place that I wanted to get my crab cakes from. But because they were booked the whole day, even though it was like a Thursday or something, Thursday, Friday or something. It was a weird day. It wasn't like the weekend. So we ended up going to this different place, and that's where I got really good coconut shrimp. They had crab cakes too, which we got as an appetizer, and they were okay. They were a lot better than the crab ravioli place, but they weren't nearly as good as the place's crab cakes that I remember and wanted. They did taste like crab, which is why they were better, but they weren't like... They're different! They're different! So, I mean, I did get crab cakes, but just as an appetizer, because I knew they'd be different, and I knew I wouldn't like. But that's where I got coconut shrimp finally, and they were so good, and they came with this, like, sweet chili sauce thing on the side, and it was delicious. I even got a chocolate lava cake there, because it's been so long since I've had one. That was delicious too. Oh my god, it was so good. One downside is I pulled a hair out of it though. And that sucks. It's like I wanna praise them so bad for being so good and delicious, but then it's just like so gross that I pulled a hair out of it, so I'm still upset about that because it was so good. But it was like, it's ruining my memory. Because once you find a hair, you just don't want to eat anymore. But it's also like, I was hungry and they taste good, but I don't want to eat if they got hair in it, you know? We also went to this really good bakery in the morning. And I got a raspberry cheesecake. This, like... yogurt mousse thing with strawberries and raspberries on top of it, but it wasn't called mousse. It was something like Italian something. I really don't remember what it's called. But I got those two, and then I got an apple turnover, and I ate all three of those, and they were absolutely delicious. Best bakery I've ever been to. And we try to go to it every year because it's just so good. So good. They're delicious. Delicious, I say. Yeah, I was just like eating a lot of fruit stuff that I would normally avoid, because normally I'd avoid the seeds and texture of whatever, but you know, I was enjoying it and it was tasting good and it felt amazing to not feel like I need to throw up after. Where was I? Oh, the camera. But that was my last day at the beach. The next day, we were driving home, traveling. We left a not as early in the morning as we could have, but as early as Nana could get up and get ready. And we were just going as fast as we could, because if we took any longer or made any stops on the way, we'd be stuck in 3-hour traffic in Portland, like rush hour, and it was stop and go last year, and it's the most awful thing in the world. And even with how early we went this year, we still got stuck in some of it. So it's awful. The traffic is awful. We did finally get home, but that was just like a complete rest day of just de-existing. I don't know. Not doing anything. Need to get Starbucks again. I got their muffins, blueberry muffin, because the first time we got Starbucks, I didn't have my blueberry muffin, and I was upset about it. But that was really about it. It was just driving. It was really, really pretty. The ocean was really pretty. The road we take was really pretty, because they've got like a tree tunnel where it's like a lot of overhanging trees. And we saw a lot of cows. Cows and horses. Cows, horses. I think just those two. But we saw a lot of them, and they were pretty. And that's just how that day ended. There's not a whole lot to say. We didn't do much that day. Okay, it was a travel day. There's at least 4 travel days this whole vacation. The next day, we didn't do anything either. We were all tired from driving and doing so much at the beach, even though we didn't really do a ton, we still it was still draining, even though it was fun. So I used that day to get caught up on my drawings that I was behind on, because I only started drawing like 3 days into this vacation or something. Because I knew from the start that I wanted to do it, but I was so tired. Just so tired. So yeah, I got caught up a lot of drawings that day. And then the next day, we went out to eat to see my mom's old friend. We go to see them every year, but they had to reschedule and move it, because we were originally going to see them the day we would drive down to the beach instead of driving down to the beach. But they had some medical problems, so luckily those got resolved, and when we came back, we had time to see them. So we went out and ate, and it was okay. I had a lemonade white chocolate mousse cake with strawberries, raspberry stuff on top. It was pretty good. Otherwise, there's not too much I think I should say, because it was pretty, not my conversation or stories. But I wore my almost gothic version of my strawberry JSK, because I really like it with this black blouse I have, and chokers, and then black earrings, and then black tight things, and it was just a really cute, kind of more casual way it felt for me to style it, while still looking really fancy. And I finally found black, low heel, plain Mary Janes in my size. They were kind of ridiculously hard to find. for some reason. I don't know if I just wasn't looking in the right place or what, but I just could not find them. So I finally got those, and we ordered them, and shipping was literally more than the shoes themselves. Like, this is so bad. So bad. But once they get here, they'll probably end up replacing my sneakers because I've been wanting like some black shoes that I can wear everywhere forever now. So I'm like, excited about that. And that was kind of it for the day. And then the next day, right? The next day, we went home. So we got back to the airport. But when we get to the airport and we're checking in and we're checking in our bags and getting our passes and everything, we find out we've been delayed 5 hours. So they give us these like meal coupons, which were only $15, and we're like, you have time, you can walk all the way down to C, D, and F and get food. And I'm like, mom was like, I don't want to be here for 5 hours. So we called Nana, had her turn around and pick us up, and we went home, and we just zoned out. We were like, I don't want to go back to the airport. This is awful. So I just watched a lot of YouTube videos. Got caught up on a lot of YouTube videos and game stuff. Game progress. Keeping up with the game weeklies while I was gone was a lot of work. I don't like playing Genshin Impact on my phone. I find it really hard to dodge and not get stun locked, and I just get hit way more, and the phone's heavy and my wrists hurt. It's a whole problem. But while saying that my wrist hurts, when we got back on the plane, and after an hour of figuring out how to make plane Wi-Fi work, because we decided we needed Wi-Fi, and it took us an hour to figure out how to make it work, and I don't really understand what happened still, because it was like, pay $20 for Wi-Fi, and then it was like, oh, Wi-Fi didn't work, it didn't load anything, so then you had to go to a different page and pay $5. So I don't know if it was $25 and for the whole thing, but they were just separate things, or if we got scammed $20 and then only had to pay $5. So it was so confusing, and I just didn't understand it. Like, maybe the $20 was for the airport use and the $5 was for the plane. Like, I don't understand what happens there, and it was really confusing, and they need to fix that so bad, because I had given up on Wi-Fi on planes for so long, because every time we tried to buy it, it just would not work. But my sister went to Europe, and she managed to figure out how to make it work, and I'm like, I guess you have to do something on a 8-hour plus flight. So like, I'm glad she figured it out, but it still took us an hour to figure it out on our flight. So it was a mess. It's not very happy. But once I got it working, I just played Project Sekai the whole time. I'm doing this weird thing where I'm trying to be all perfectionist about it and complete full combo, clear everything on easy, normal, and hard, so I can then focus on expert and master only, you know, and then eventually one day I'll have to focus on all perfecting shit, but you know, I don't want a full combo right now only, please. So I spent the whole the whole plane flight, playing Project Sekai, and I only got through like 60 songs on easy. It was very mind-numbing. I'm ironically proud of that. Because I got through so many songs! And I just want to be able to completionist about it and finish it all, you know? Because I keep coming out with new songs, so I'm like, I gotta finish all the old songs, the songs I have. Though, to be fair, a lot of the songs I haven't played are not really songs I like that much, so it was even more mind-numbing. Because of course the songs I really like I've already done easy, normal, and hard on. I've even done master on the songs I really like and play well. Or at least past it, I didn't full combo any yet. So I mean... Yep. That's how my vacation's gone. I think that's like everything. I think that's everything. I'm still really out of it from the infusion and all the drugs I have in my system and side effects. So I'm probably gonna end stream here, but I just wanted to do a short stream talking about everything I've done while I was gone. And I don't know, maybe tomorrow I might stream Honkai Star Rail main story quest so I can get the stuff to farm for Blade and also see the cool story, because I am excited for the plot and art and stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you want updates about my streams and notifications and stuff, the best place would be to join my Discord. Hope you're all having a good day and have a good rest of your day. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye bye!